have the tune down anyway. Shouldn't be surprised by that. You know, it's just part of getting them ready from a concentration standpoint. You know, cadence and motions, and you know, it's really not a factor for our defense, because when you go on the road, when you're at home is when you need to work the crowd noise for your defense, communication-wise, because obviously Death Valley is alive when the other team's on offense. It's the same way on the road, so defense will be able to hear just fine, because they're not going to be loud when the offense is out there, but when our offense is on the field, it'll be rocking. And so, you know, just try to make sure we get our guys dialed in and ready for it. It's been a little while since we played a game, but thought we had good prep today. And you know, guys have been pretty workmanlike and businesslike this week. You can really sense that, you know, they know we're getting ready to play. And tomorrow's a big day for us. Wasn't a perfect day today as far as getting the plan down, but we don't play today. But tomorrow's got to be a little better from an assignment standpoint, and really understanding what we're asking them to do. And then we'll focus it all up on Friday, get ready to roll.
Dabo, we were talking out here a little earlier. I mean, do you think Mark Richt is a little underappreciated at Georgia just for what he's done, and sometimes faces some scrutiny from the fans and whatnot?
Yeah, the people who make those criticisms of Coach Richt, they have no idea. They have no idea how hard it is to win. And not just win, but win consistently. And you know, Mark Richt is, first of all, he's a great man. He's a great man. Secondly, he's a heck of a football coach, and he's been incredibly consistent. And you know, John Wooden coached for 17 years before he won a championship. And I'm sure that somewhere along the line, there was talking to people in the first 16 years. I'm sure they were talking about, hey, this guy here, he's a good coach, but you can't get him over the hump or whatever. I think we know the rest of that story, but I think Mark Richt is a great coach. He's been one of the guys that I've admired for a long time, you know, since I was an assistant. And I think he does it, you know, as well as anybody out there.
Has anything changed on the injury or depth chart front?
Not that I know of. You know, we get through this last pads day, so you know, we'll get final injury report in the morning when we talk to Danny Poole, but not that I know of based off practice today.
Generically, if you were to experience bad weather, how does that?
I take that back. I take that back. Tim, just OJ. Oliver Jones got hurt yesterday, and I just found out in the middle of practice that he tore his ACL. Same one he tore in high school. You know, so he's had a couple ACL injuries now. He's had some foot surgeries. He's had a lot, and my heart breaks for OJ. You know, just because, you know, one thing I'll say about that guy is he is a guy who has persevered and has continued to chase his dream and overcome several things. But you know, wasn't a guy that was necessarily going to start for us this weekend, but he was a guy that was, you know, battling to be in the mix, and I thought he'd made really good progress, and you know, got hurt again this spring, and come back from that, and just literally just pulling around. We thought it was we just thought it was a meniscus, and but you know, they got the MRI later today, and it was that same ACL that he tore in high school in his right knee. So that's very unfortunate for him, and but we all know that this game is, you know, not fair, and from time to time you have to deal with you know, those type of things. But we'll put our arms around him and love him up and get him back on track.
Generically, how much does your game plan change if it were to be a downpour for 3 hours Saturday? Does that impact anything that you guys do in preparing for this game? Not really.
No. Listen, I tell our guys all the time, if the things that we don't control impact our performance, then we're never going to be a good team. We'll never be a good player, never be a good team. You know, if the weather, the time we play, the uniforms we wear, what the guy in the third row says about your mama, you know, how many people are in the stands, how many aren't in the stands, you play on Tuesday night or Saturday night. If all those things affect your performance, then you're never going to be a great team, and you're never going to be a great player. So, you know, it's all about the things that you do control, and that's what we try to coach our guys and get our guys to focus on.